and your feet stomping for Pop-Up Improv OKC.
Thank you very much. We are Pop-Up Improv OKC. We thought we'd warm you up a little bit on this frigid, freaking weekend. Thank you so much for actually braving the early cold to come out and see us. We really appreciate it. Hey, look, you know, we should find out who we are because that's the beginning of therapy.
Jennifer.
Susan. Connie.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Dan. Yay! So, what's going to happen is, Mary Grace said, we're going to kind of go back and forth between some two-person documentaries, like you might see on PBS or Discovery or any of those thousands of Nat Geo. And then some scenes will happen, and then we'll kind of come back and do some more documentary, and we'll see how many times we can get through that in our allotted time. To get us started, we need a one-word suggestion.
Buttonhole.
Buttonhole. Buttonhole. Thank you. Tonight, buttonhole.
I told Debbie that was the perfect name for the town when we got here. Buttonhole. I mean, it's got everything, right? I mean, yeah, right? You think it was on the backside of the hill, right? Like, you know, right between the two mountainsides, right there. So I looked at it and I said, Debbie, buttonhole, buttonhole.
Who in the heck is going to want to live in a town named Butthole? Butthole, Wyoming. Oh yeah, come see our stuff.
Look, it's not like it was like we're living in Wisconsin with derriere, right? So it was just, it looked majestic. I thought the name fit pretty well. You could just see for miles. Come visit us in Buttonhole. What state was it? Wyoming.
It was Wyoming, yes.
Yeah.
And you know, one of the features there when we got into town, you go down the main street and then you look up and there's a mountain. And right in the middle of the mountain is this big crack. Butthole, Wyoming.
Look, she keeps calling it Butthole, Wyoming. It's not Butthole, Wyoming. It's Buttonhole. There's a difference. I mean, come on, you gotta say. I mean, it's like a sweater, right? I mean, it makes you feel warm and comfy.
We ran out of gas. So I called my mom. I said, Mom, you're not going to believe where we are. And she said, where are you? I thought you were going to be in Las Vegas. No, Mom. We took a wrong turn. We're in Butthole. And she said, you don't need to call your husband that.
I said, your mom always gets so confused. Just tell her it's the next town after Dixon. Dixon, Wyoming, and then you get to Buttonhole.
Oh my God. Not to mentioned, we went to the Mexican restaurant and asked for fajitas.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she always asks for vaginas, and I don't understand that.
It's ready. Can't wait. Can't wait to eat.
Oh, Claude. I've prepared your favorite meal.
Oh, Audrey. Audrey, you're the best. God, you're the best. God.
I know. There's no one better than me. You definitely married up.
I did. My first 3 wives were just not even close to you, Audrey. I know you don't like me to bring them up, but you are. You're just miles above them. I wasted so much time.
You did. I mean, you married women who like to cook for you and keep a clean house and, listen to what you said. And then you found me, and I just like to sleep all day and, eat bonbons and spend all of your money.
I love that about you. I think that you're the first person who's really committed to their true ideals, to be their true self.
I know.
You've made me my true self, so I went back to counterfeiting.
And what better way could it be, right? I mean, a life of crime. That's the best way to live your life.
It is. It's so freeing.
It
In
is.
fact, hey, come look. I've just got these coming off the press right now.
Oh, is that a $25 bill?
Yeah, it's innovative. I read that in a business book that I should be innovative. So I've introduced the counterfeit $25 bill.
Oh, wow. You're so smart. There's no way I could have done better than you.
You're my inspiration, Audrey.
Oh.
This $25 will unlock our future. And we'll be able to escape to Turk and Caicos.
Oh, I don't even know where that is.
Okay, come on through with your groceries. Come on through, I'm ready. Check it out here. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'll just go ahead and get them out.
Oh,
for you.
wow, this place has great service. You just take it out for me as well. Okay, super. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this here. I want you.
Okay, that'll be $26.50.
Okay, $20. Here's a 25 for you. Yeah, okay. It's good. It's good. It's good. I promise. Here's.
I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but they say to flash this light on here.
Okay. All right.
Attention shoppers, we're having some problems with our PA system. Please continue to spend as much money as you can. See our shrinkflation special aisle.
And a quarter. Here.
Okay, exact change. Would you like to round up for the children?
I've got children of my own. No, thank you.
Okay, Scrooge.
Okay, thank you.
Carry on and then get your groceries. Next in line. Oh, hello, Mrs. Jacuzzi. How are you?
Not good.
Oh,
My angina's really starting to bother me a little bit.
I see you've got the hemorrhoid cream again, too.
Yeah, they just keep getting really itchy, and on top of the yeast infection I had last week, it's just a whole mess of face down there.
Well, it's a good thing you also got you a box of condoms, because I tell you, nothing cures those things right now.
Well, out here in Buttonhole, we only have a lot of truckers that come through, so they need a little entertainment.
Oh, I can tell you're a native because you call it buttonhole. The tourists come in, they call it butthole.
Yeah, oh, like that's some joke.
Okay, that'll be $75.56.
All right, I gotta write a check.
Oh, for God's sakes, would you hurry? I gotta get back to Dixon.
I'm a little short you can carry me over.
Yeah, let me put down Sunday's date on here for you, honey. Okay.
That'll work.
Come on around.
All right.
Yeah, well, you can go backwards too, so don't forget your dressing. Oh, Instagram lady, can we get a move on here?
Oh, sorry, it's my first time in butthole.
It's buttonhole.
Buttonhole, babe. It's buttonhole, not butthole.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
He told me we were gonna visit butthole today.
Well, that comes later tonight, I'm sure.
It's okay. I didn't mean anything by it.
It's okay. Smile.
Okay, that will be $20.50.
Oh my goodness, that'll be $20.50.
All right.
He's got it.
Okay, can we
Say
have
cheese.
it?
I still gotta get up to Dixon.
Here, just use my card, and while you're processing the transaction, let me introduce myself. I'm Agent Jenks. I'm from the Buttonhole County District IRS and Fraud Department.
Oh, Hank, I know you. You don't have to act so official.
Well, Lila, this is official business. Have you seen a
Here's your little card back.
guy with a head and a mustache and
A head and a
lectures
mustache, a
give
head-
you a $25
Let me
bill?
see. Have I seen a guy with a head and a mustache?
That's the description we got.
A head and a mustache.
Yeah, attached.
Well, this guy had a body
It was, yeah, shaped sort of like that.
like that.
Yeah. Anyway, did a guy give you a $25 bill today?
I did receive one.
Let me
Would
see
you
it.
like to, well, do you have a 20 and a 5 and I'll trade you?
Just give me the bill on it. This is not real currency.
Wait a minute, I flashed the light on it.
This is clearly Slovakian currency. Slovakian currency comes in 25 glogok units.
Where's Slovakia anyway?
It's pretty far from Buttonhole County. I've never been there. I'm not even sure it's a real country.
Is it close to Italy? I think it's close to Italy.
I think it's close to Italy, yeah.
And then maybe Austria. I'm not sure.
It doesn't really matter where it is.
Could be Croatia.
You could be an accessory to a federal crime.
And I'll bet it's on the Adriatic Sea too.
Hey, you guys give me directions to Moldova?
Get out of here,
Ow!
greenhorn. Lewis, this way.
Clark.
We're finally on top of the giant crack.
Always wanted to see cracks.
Well, I think we should declare this Clarksville the 15th.
Oh no! Oh no! It's moving! You've done something! Look at the crack! It's getting bigger! It's getting bigger!
Buttons! It's spewing buttons, molten buttons!
We're gonna be rich! We're gonna be rich!
With this many buttons, then the price of buttons will be depressed. Don't you know anything about the free market?
Not very much, no!
Tell you what, we'll seal the crack, pretend we've never been here. Right. And then in the future, maybe some people will come along and, adopt our misfortune.
You know, it'd be nice is if we had some Flex Seal right now.
Flex Seal. Well, that's like, what, 200 years in the future?
Oh. Yeah, I guess it is.
I mean, we are the greatest explorers in the world. We are aware of future events. You knew that when we left the East Coast.
I did. And
I'm glad, after all these years, you haven't lost your sense of humor. So,
Hey, sorry, I just arrived in town. I've got some of this stuff that I'm trying to sell.
a rube.
what do
Yeah,
you got?
steals anything. Try this.
Yeah, my name's Smith. This is Jones.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you got? These are very interesting.
My name's Dick. And so here you go. I call it Flex Seal.
Flex Seal. He's from the future.
He's evil.
He could ruin everything.
He could, or he could solve our problem.
Come here. Make a deal. See this crack here?
Yeah.
Want it? Ooh. Yours to do with as you wish.
Do I get all the buttons too?
You get all the buttons. You get the land rights in perpetuity.
Wow.
Thanks to the Smith and Jones exploration to find the Northwest Passage.
We're giving away our buttons.
I told you, the button market will be depressed.
Oh, that's that free thing you were talking about.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
In the future, that'll prove to be all hokum.
I'm in. Let's zip it up.
I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, don't you? Right.
And now for another edition of Sewing Buttonholes with Nancy. Today we're going to learn the two-finger technique. You want to very carefully place your needle between your two fingers and delicately, just like you would the finest embroidery, keep sewing around the little hole that you have made until it fits just, well, maybe a little pinky or two fingers if you're really going for it. And today I have a very special surprise for you, my dear guests. We are going to be joined with one of the expert sergers. Her name is Nancy, and she'll be coming out.
Hi. Wow. The future sure is interesting. Much more interesting than I thought it would be.
Yes.
What do you call this again?
We call this Sewing Show on PBS. It's a public network television program where we teach people useful skills such as sewing buttonholes.
Television.
Yes, television.
Wow. I got to get in on this.
It's like this little box that people watch in their homes.
Wow.
And these messages are transmitted from right here in the studio so they can see us live in person.
Got it.
Yes. No, we can't say those words on television.
I just did. I'm very surprised
Right?
this is like just
we have
going out.
it is.
To everybody?
To everybody. Well, everybody who chooses to watch. But anybody could watch should they choose to.
Wow. All right.
Yes.
Well, tell me about, does people learn how to make buttonholes?
Well, today we're working on a special buttonhole technique, yes. But on other days we've done hemming and we've done draping and we've learned how to actually seam garments.
I've got an idea.
Yes.
We will teach the audience how to sew an entire buckskin suit.
I think that sounds quite delightful. I don't know that buckskin is available to
Are
us.
you guys all through yet? Because it's time for Sesame Street.
Oh yes, this is the other part of the future you need to be introduced to. These are Muppets.
I heard you were really good at sewing up buttons.
Yes, we are very good at sewing up buttons too.
I have a hole or two that needs to be closed up.
And I'm sure we can accommodate that.
I would make it her mouth.
I see in the future the mind-altering molds have been fully explored.
Yes, yes.
Well, you know, it's just very uncomfortable. There's this constant feeling of a hand, you know.
Yes. You see, these are creatures that are actually manned by humans who are sticking their hands up underneath them.
Got it!
Oh, you can't say that word on television.
You can't say that word on television.
Oh, I didn't know we were on camera. Butthole, butthole, butthole.
It's called buttonhole.
Oh, snuffle up, I guess.
after 10 years, I thought it was just time to button it up and walk away.
It's been so much work, so much effort and energy that we put into all of our work. My fingers have bled from the needles.
I don't think we fully appreciated the sacrifices that we were going to have to make for our vision. It proved too much for us.
It was our destiny to be the designers of the year, to have the most pristine accessory buttons that could be attached to any coat. But no. He just wanted to go with the sash. A sash. No buttons.
Nobody prepared us for how cutthroat the fashion business truly is. People say that you're friends, but when you go to the shows in New York and they talk behind your back about your stolen designs, which they themselves stole 3 years ago and are passing on as retro, I just can't take it. I figured we'd just go out with the sash and make the mark that we could.
Jeff Davis did it in 1975. It's vintage now. It's not new. It's vintage. You can't just redo vintage and claim it as new. I have been sewing for years the buttons I have collected, all of the estate sales, all of the garage sales, all of the vintage shops, the smell of mothballs that I have endured for years to find the perfect button. And we go to a sash, and it was a copycat.
I read in Forbes last week that somebody came up with a 75 vintage sash of ours. Sold for 3.2 million globkas in Slovakia. I don't know how much money that is, but it sounds like a lot. I think Lillian would have appreciated it.
Where the hell is Slovakia? We live in Nevada, and he comes to me with all of this currency. I'm like, what are you even talking about? It's not real money.
That was my last offering to her. I thought we could make it work. 3.2 million globkas is a lot.
But it's almost time to go on stage. I want to make sure that all of the buttons and bows are all in place.
Are they? You checking them all?
Oh, let me see.
Okay.
Okay, suck it in.
This is getting really tight.
Okay, keep it like that because they're buttons and they're gonna pop and then we'll have just a disaster. And this is my first time as a fashion model. You're my husband and I want you to support me. But if you let out your hair, then it's all over.
I can't breathe.
It's okay. You just have to walk down the aisle and come right back. And you can hold your breath. You scuba dive.
This is nothing like scuba diving. And you got me in 6-inch pumps hill.
Yes. Here, let's put those on.
Oh God. Oh God.
There we go.
You know I'm not gonna be able to stay like this for long, right?
No, you don't understand.
No, really, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
They're calling us.
Okay.
Go out there. Go out there.
Now what?
They're coming.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, but wait, now I'll come out there with you. Oh, very good. Okay.
Mrs. Gilcrease?
Yes. Do you have a few questions
Yes.
for me? We have time.
Why does he look like he's asphyxiated?
He may be. We just have a little bit of a tight fit, but you know, if you perfectly, I promise.
And the pumps. What?
Oh yeah, the pubs. I forgot about those.
I wonder if your model could show off the pumps more prominently.
Yes, let's see a little strut. Strut, dear.
I want to get some good product shot.
There we go.
Can you stand on one foot, miss?
Yeah, do a little kick. There you go.
That's great. Great.
God.
Wow, he's really turning blue. It's going to ruin the color.
Oh,
I'm going to have to rebalance everything.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but, you know, we need to probably let him take a breath. So if you could excuse us.
Oh, sure, Mr. Gilcrease.
Come to Buttonhole. It'll be fun. They say bullshit.
This is the final city council meeting of Clarksville the 15th on the Grand Crack of Wyoming. Unfortunately, the city coffers have run completely dry. Everyone except us has moved out of town, and we can no longer sustain this entity as a going municipality. I asked this council for suggestions on how to fix this heinous problem.
I have one.
District 1 councilperson, Lena Blaine.
Well-
Go ahead.
There is this new technology that can be used to adhere two pieces of fabric together.
What say you?
Yes, it's new technology.
It's not your time. Yeah, she hasn't yielded her time.
So I would ask that the fair councilwoman of District 4 please step aside while I finish.
I'm just asking a question.
Oh,
This-
just asking
This
questions.
technology will change everything. No more will we have to go arthritic by having to try to squeeze little buttons into those holes that are always too tight.
Well, can you summarize this new technology? Your time is running out.
Yes, you have fabric on one side that has little spiny things on it, and another
Spiny
little soft,
things.
velvety type of fabric on
Velvety
the other
things.
side, and they stick together,
Oh, that's the work of the devil.
and they call it Velcro.
Order! If this town is going to die, we want to do so honorably.
I would like to speak.
District 3, a councilperson, Martha Cotton.
I just say we just forget it all and just let our flags fly.
Said like someone who believes completely in acceptance.
That sounds like indoctrination to me.
She has not
No
yielded her time.
buttons
sir.
anymore. No
more buttons.
anymore.
No
Just
more.
let it all out.
Yeah, I like that idea.
District 4?
Yeah.
I recognize you finally. What do you think about this idea? And how will this save the town?
Forgot what I was gonna say.
That's the problem with this town. No one remembers anything and they drift off. Councilperson from District 5, Arnold Toffson.
The one that doesn't sit the rest of y'all.
That's
Because
right.
you didn't leave me a chair.
But you're not we don't
Hey,
That's fine. I
we
get it.
added you after the fact.
I represent the regular people. You know, the ones that don't believe in this fancy, whatever material thing. We believe in old-fashioned buttons.
Silky and spiny, I think is what it's called. That's not a very marketable name.
We fly our flags at half-mast all the time.
What if we used this silky, spiny stuff and made a new flag?
Why do we need a new flag? Because we've got her flag and then we've got his flag and then I can come up with a flag too for my district.
That's 3 flags.
Yeah.
You propose to turn the town into a
3 flags.
multi-partite municipal entity.
No,
No.
no.
That'll be completely duplicative
We have to
of
be
civil
completely
service.
homogenous. One voice.
3 flags over Wyoming.
That's the way of the world.
Well,
You just want to open buttonhole to everybody.
Yes, we do.
The town's dying. What else can we do? These are desperate times.
Let your flag fly.
Let's get a post office.
Wow,
That will save us.
that's a great idea.
We had one. It just kind of died about 3 years ago because no one was using it anymore.
Well, with no residents other than us, how will this post office be used? How will this turn us into a cohesive town?
I'm gonna ride to Dixon once a week with letters from everybody, and I'm going to deposit them there, and then they'll have to deliver them here.
So 4 letters.
5.
So you write it yourself.
I'll write you.
This is the Ponzi scheme I've been looking for my whole life.
You write her, and you write him, and you write me. Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay. All right.
All in favor? Say aye.
I.
Okay, and a subpart to the motion, spiny silky flag.
I.
Spiny silky. I'll say aye. Spiny. Come on. Be a mensch.
I have a motion to make that we purchase a new chair so that my friend from District 5 can line up with us. Line up with
Oh, line up with you. Okay, sorry.
You're gonna have to sell your chair. That's brave. This is the bravery and leadership that we need to bring Clarksville the 15th into the modern age.
buttholes,
I've got goose pimples.
buttholes forever.
And remember, don't blow, hum. Thank you.
Pop-Up Improv OKC, everybody.
Wow. The puns galore. Amazing. If you were like, wow, those puns were spot on. I wish I could make puns that good. I have good news for you. We offer classes here at OKC Improv. That's right. If you go to okcimprov.com/classes, you can sign up for level 1. Classes just started this week. You might be able to squeeze in if you're feeling brave, but don't worry, we offer them all year round. But until then, it is time for intermission. If you need to use the bathroom, they are down that hallway. There are stalls on the left. There is a single room on the right. If you see our beautiful plaza walls, you have gone too far. If you need to get a drink, our bar is right out there through the door that you came